came back here. Right, there's like a device I'm investigating. How am I doing on goo? 4,000. We'll come back later. Wonder if big rigs exist in an obtainable format? Lady, don't just run up behind me. Hold on, I gotta move. There we go. Now I can see better. You figured out what I had to do next? What was it, Sally? Big rigs. I believe this hallway is my next destination. I had to click limbs and use them on the terminals that I couldn't interact with before. Ah. So limbs were next, the resource we needed.
So you know Theodore Wallace?
Would have been nice if they told us that.
He's head of recruitment. But what's he doing in STEM? Why is he doing this?
There's a lot going on that you don't know about. Theodore wants Lily for himself. You saw what he did to O'Neill. He'll do that to everybody in here if he has to.
Good wiggle. Very good wiggle.
To get his hands on her.
Every game needs limbs. The only game involving trucks that I need in my life right now is Blast Core 64. Thank you very much.
What is it?
Looks like a pile of garbage to me.
Sure. But it looks a hell of a lot like the stable field emitter.
It's the unstable field emitter.
O'Neill said to destroy it. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I know just how.
Do you?
Sebastian, I'm starting to think you forgot about me.
Have you finished arming that cookie dough of yours?
I have. Looking for an excuse to use
I couldn't find the other
Good.
machine.
I'm sending you my coordinates. Bring the big guns. We're going hunting.
Got it. I'm already gone. See you soon.
And can't I just like shoot it with my shotgun a bunch of times, or like unplug it, pee on it? There's like a million ways to break a thing.
I'm almost ready over here. Let me know when you're good to go.
Talk to Esmeralda when you're ready to arm the explosives. Hold on, I'm gonna look around the room a little bit and like pick up a bunch of garbage if there's any. Ah, that's why you always look around. Look around you. Uh-oh. These are the tubs we use to plug people into the stupid collective unconscious. Are they doing an inception in here? Is there multiple layers? You have to tell me if it's true.
Tell me something, Torres.
It was not obvious as a machine? Oh, of course. Of course it's not obvious as a machine. I do want to do some Blast Core on stream at some point.
So you knew Hoffman before this?
I never beat
Everybody
Blast
knows
Core.
Hoffman. You don't get into Mobius without passing through her office.
Can she be trusted?
I might have said no before, but nothing like being abandoned by your corporate masters to make you rethink your position. She's trapped in here like the rest of us.
So you're
Isn't
not
she
sure.
standing right behind me?
She's not bad.
She's like right behind me right
I
now.
have trouble completely trusting people who look at me like I'm something in a petri dish.
That's her head. She's literally right there. She's standing right behind us and we're just talking about her as if she's not in the room.
What's gonna happen
That's
when we
fucking
blow
rude.
this thing up.
Me either. But at least we're being proactive.
I don't think
No one's
we can
ever beaten
convince
Blast
Theodore
Core.
to leave Lily alone. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who can be talked into doing the right thing.
So you're giving me orders to shoot on sight?
I'm just
Yes.
saying be prepared for anything. You can't predict what's gonna happen in this place. No offense, but how did someone as smart and headstrong as you wind up in an organization like Mobius?
I was a demolitions expert in the army. They loaned me out to Mobius for some Black Ops stuff. Once my term was up, they came knocking.
And you just joined up like that?
Came a
They
knocking.
were pretty good salesmen. They don't tell you everything when you sign up. I was tasked with some things that I'm not proud of. They expect you to follow blindly, and if you disobey, when Myra offered me the opportunity to get out, I had to take it. I've still got some morals left, despite the things that I've had to do.
Let's blow this popsicle
This
stand.
thing?
Like 10 times over. And it's ready to go when you are.
Let's fucking do it.
I'm good to go.
I'm going to check out the equipment in the other room.
Good luck, you two.
Why? We were just standing in that room. Why would you separate yourself from the pack? You're gonna die or you're gonna betray us. Those are your two options.
Okay, here we go. Operation Kick Ass happening in 3, 2, 1.
Why would you stand right in front of it? These people are insane.
Are you okay, Torres? Torres?
This is why you stand in the other fucking room when you blow things up. What's wrong with these people?
Sebastian Castellanos, you refuse to step into the darkness. So you try to bring me to the light.
Yeah, wear safety goggles.
Always been your downfall. Come then, I await you. You want to find your beloved daughter? Go there. See if it's everything you dreamt of.
Well, I'm not gonna believe a fucking single thing I see from this point forward.
Oh God.
Yeah, sure. I definitely believe that.
Here.
How stupid you have to be, Sebastian? Yeah, if you're gonna stand in the blast, at least stand close enough to do some damage. Well, he doesn't see me. Fine then. Be a jerk about it. It's a pretty disjointed world of blood. Pleasure doing business with you. Let me just go ahead and get this goo. Thank you. What's the cloud of shadow with a spotlight shining off of it? I'll never know. Shotgun noise. Oh, I'm out of bullets for a lot of you. Oh boy. At least I got harpoons. Got some harpoons going. No map data.
Over here, Dad. Hurry!
Alright. That way for my daughter. I didn't expect this to be a proper environment. I thought it'd be like the void, walk toward voice, done. I don't want to explore that much.
Over here.
Daddy's coming. I mean, when in Rome. Stupid idiot. Give me your goo. Oh, he's a big boy, isn't he? Uh-oh. That guy's a little bit too big for me. Boost the volume. Can I do a stealth kill on a man made of 35 other men? Science says no, but my heart says this guy is fucking cheating and keeps spinning around. I saw a sneak attack pop up. Really? That works, okay. I'm not gonna complain. Oh, a handgun ammo pouch. Okay. I can't believe it let me stealth take down a thing the size of a city bus. It's not really your daughter. I cannot stress enough how not your daughter this is. And how disappointed I am and how stupid you're behaving, Sebastian. Wish I could just take that back. Like, it's still good. I'm guessing it's the door I'm heading toward? Maybe. It might just be down that hallway. Door first, because we could stealth this guy. Well, first, protein powder. Gotta get my games. Why does the spacebar accelerate into stealth kill never work? Good night, my friend. Give me your goo. You know I need that goo. Oh, a crank. No one mind this noise. I was gonna say, is anything gonna happen? Finally, fast travel. I'm so tired of walking. Get on. No, you get on it. What a fucking idiot. No bicycle riding for us. Wish there were bullets down here. Dark Souls 2 doors. Oh, another big boy. I mean, they're worth 900 goo. Killing them is, kind of a useful thing to do. You got rain? Lucky. I look forward to rain. I think we get rain starting tomorrow or the day after. I love they can't see flashlight. That's my favorite part. Makes all of this viable. I want a nice thunderstorm. I want to be sitting on the porch with a snifter in one hand. That's a lot of friends. Yeah, thunderstorms are rad. Come on! Why do you have extra axes? Are you kidding me? Maybe hit him with your axe this time. Now take his axe. Jesus. Well, no more harpoons from me. Let's get my bottles ready. I know it's not my daughter! Pretty sweet, read it. It's Blood Londo. New Blood Londo. Fucking god damn it. Ah, very well. Wait, they don't know where I am. Three for one! Gotta be ammo efficient. Is there a new axe in here, maybe? Yeah, there is. Why didn't I look at my ammo count before saying, yes, I am ready. Please, detonate the explosives. Fucking amateur hour.
I'm over here, Dad.
Oh, look! Someone wants me to sign a lease. Because... Oh, God. Tom, it's just like when we went to that house in Belchertown to sign a lease. Just plastic lawn chairs. Plastic children's lawn chairs in the middle of nowhere. I never felt more safe in my life than that day. Yes. Horrible Santa Claus is here. There's goo. Give me that goo. And I think there's something for me to pick up here. Yes, yes! Thingamabobbins. What is freedom? It's a word and a concept rife with individual meaning, yet utterly meaningless in the scope of time and space. We are comprised of atoms. Each atom has a central nucleus that is orbited by electrons. The space between these elements is vast. We are mostly made of nothing. A hard fact to accept, but there's power in this knowledge. There's opportunity in acquiescence. There's strength in surrender, as long as you're willing to submit to freedom. What is freedom? A miserable pile of secrets. But enough talk! Have at you! So you're the one called Shaft. I'm over here, Daddy. I'm over here, Daddy. I'm over here, Daddy. Ah, fuck it. I'm gonna kill this guy too. Spacebar. 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 Maybe it only works if I'm aiming my reticle at the center of their backs. Noob! How's it going, noob? Oh, you've missed some truly nightmarish things. Not even in this game.
I'm over here, Dad.
Like, very explicitly not this game. Heroes Chasm 3 was the nightmare. Oh, it's probably this door over here in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, that seems like what I should be opening. But first, let's go over here. Splish splash, I was taking a bath in a big old lake of blood. I said, I see those feet. Oh, those are empty shoes, that's fine. Alright, well now that I got that, now for the door. Say because Shantae's a me costume? Hey, maybe one day, despite being a me costume, much like the best character that has to come into the game, Gino, will get a real fighter or Shantae. You never know. But Gino first. Gotta get Gino. Well, they haven't revealed the last fighter yet, right?
Not like you. She tried to tell you.
Get your gun out, Sebastian.
You were too stupid to listen.
I'm your father. Don't talk to me like that.
No, this isn't right.
Myra succeeded where you failed. You refused to listen. You lost them both, and then became lost yourself.
You know anything about me?
Myra understood that goals can be achieved by submission, by joining.
What is moving over there?
Why weren't you there when I needed you?
What do we got spinning around over here? Oh, like oil riggy things. Next year? That'll be a while. Sakurai also confirmed that the final Smash Bros. Ultimate character will arrive before the end of the year, so the wait will not be long. Getting some conflicting information here. There we go. Who's looking at me right now? I don't know who that eyeball belonged to. Alright, I just wanted those bullets. My goal is this way, after all. Bring more bones to your Google next time. So is this how we get blood? We just kind of pump it up out of the ground? I've been so confused about how blood works. Just so it was getting good, Shadow versus under maintenance. If it makes you feel better, DeBluff, that's because the next expansion is dropping. So it's under maintenance because when it comes back up, you're gonna have a bunch of booster packs to open for free and a whole new expansion to look at. Oh, just free ghoul? Wait, I waltzed past shiny stuff? Aw, man. What shiny stuff did I waltz past? Like, yeah, there's a lot of, like, big shiny buildings, but I'm looking for shiny items to pick up. That's what I want. Listen, axes are very fragile, alright? Have you ever tried to chop down a tree? It takes 35 individual axes to chop down a tree. Like, I'm looking for, picky-uppy items. That's why I'm just walking past this stuff. When I went out with my axe, I had to... No! Just make sure it doesn't get up. On the corner of the oil rig, there was something pick up people? God damn it, I might have to go back. Don't expect me to guide you to it. But Sally... Oh, Jesus, no, there's another crab walker. Never mind, I'm sure whatever it was, I don't need it. I don't want to go where the crab worker looked like a shark. Yeah, I don't want to play with the shark. There's another one there. Those things are low to the ground and hard to see. Why? 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 Finally, let's get the hell out of here.
Now you come. When it's too late, you're always too late.
How stupid is Sebastian that he even considers for a moment that this is actually his daughter?
After all this, you still want to be reunited with Lily?
I do. I need to find her.
Fine. Then come to me.
You're my least favorite. That's not true. Alvin's my least favorite of the chipmunks. But Theodore, you're second place. You're no Simon. Fuck, if we include the Chipettes, you're even lower down.
Is it really you?
But no one likes Alvin. Hello, my daughter, and definitely not a trick.
Lily.
Stupid idiot.
No. Lily.
There she is. Your precious daughter.
I don't think I'd believe
What
that.
you wanted?
Dad,
Yes, I do like the jiggly textures.
Why didn't you save me?
Ignore the kid, shoot the dude.
No. Please. I couldn't. I wanted to.
Ignore the kid, shoot the guy. Damn, that wasn't my daughter? I don't understand.
You are doomed to repeat the mistakes of the past. Unless you join me. Do that, and I can make your dreams come true. Together we can take Lily from Myra.
Apparently she
Once I have the
died
power
before the
Core,
first game.
you will
It was
be
faked.
free.
No.
It will take more than bullets to stop me. Will you never learn?
You shot me. Sebastian, why?
No. No.
What is real anymore? He's on fire.
Come on, man. Let me get you out of here.
Did we really shoot her? Now these are the kind of transitions I'm familiar with from the first game. Yeah, it looks like we really did shoot her. Those good old fall asleep, wake up transitions.
You can't let him get to you. You gotta give that son of a bitch some payback.
For making you
Sebastian?
shoot me.
What's wrong? Are you all right? You've been working too hard. It's making you delirious.
Myra?
So yeah, for debuff, before the events of the first game, we believed our daughter died in a fire, and that's what caused her falling out with our wife, because she didn't believe it. We didn't learn any of that until the second game, which did a lot of, like, here's what really happened, kind of like retro retconning stuff. There are plenty of better ways to motivate people than a stupid cutscene the player to death. Than two stupid cutscene the player to death. Yeah, like I like cutscenes sometimes, but it can be a little frustrating. This game uses them as a transitional crutch, where it's like, okay, we gotta get to another scene. Let's just have him, like, pass out and then cutscenes happen. He's in a new location. That way we don't have to actually explain how we got to a new location. Feels to me like they do that in horror games a lot. I actually say the opposite. A lot of horror games are very cutscene light.
Lily's realm. Just the way it used to be. The way I wish it had stayed.
But I'm thinking of, like, a lot of indie horror games, like Visage and all of the Amnesia games, all of the games by the Amnesia team before they did Amnesia that I'm forgetting the names of. Like, a lot of horror games are light on cutscenes and heavy on, alright, your character can't really do anything, you just have to run and hide. Character falls for dumb trap, shoots ally, proceeds to ruin his own life. Well, first he has to get out of this dumb dream. Wah, wah. I wish I could be kicking these doors. Man, my tinnitus is really acting up in this level.
Lily's these drawings. God, I hope she still has some of that innocence after all this.
Nope. She's in a fucking nightmare dimension. You're gonna be lucky if she doesn't try to eat people.
I buried myself in work so hard. If I could only get some of that time back, I'd spend it with them. Like storytelling in video games, ideally you want to do it... Ooh, a mysterious symbol. You feel like you've seen this before, but from a different franchise, so you're gonna put this as a little trophy in another room. Storytelling in games, ideally you do it all with player agency in mind. Like, to go back to Half-Life, Half-Life was really good about putting you in a nice on-rail situation where you were always in control. At the same time, Half-Life was a little hampered in the kind of story it could tell. Like, you're able to do a little bit more robust stuff with cutscenes and really dive into character development. Lily?
Because Gordon was never a character. Gordon was just a vehicle for your eyeballs. So I have an appreciation for a game that wants to tell a story that will lean on cutscenes a bit, but it is frustrating when it does things that your character normally wouldn't do. Like, I do understand that. That can be a bit of a frustration.
Huh?
Well, yeah, but that's a problem in, like, 99% of games that I've played, where it's like, clearly this is blank stupid.
Myra. What an incredible woman. She really could do it all. No wonder she was able to infiltrate Mobius.
You would say Half-Life.
She wouldn't stop.
Not like me.
Not like me.
You would say Half-Life is literally the opposite of always being in control. What I meant by that is literally, you're always able to move your character's stupid point of view around. They never take control away from you, even though it's entirely on rails. Like, I know exactly what you mean. That game is very much start to finish, you doing exactly what they want you to do.
That letter.
But at no point do they take the controller out of your hand.
Myra's last communication. It was hidden with her files.
Oh, I can take it with me?
Sounded
Sure.
So crazy at the time. But I should have believed her.
I mean, you had no reason to believe her. This is
My
before you
dearest
found out
Sebastian,
about magic.
If you've received this letter, then
Oh, that's cool. Read it for
I
me.
fear the worst has come to pass. It means that my investigation got too close to the truth. It means that you may never see me again. I'm sorry.
Don't
I
touch
kept
my
it from
stuff.
you, but it was to protect you from either the truth or my madness. I've enclosed a copy of my files. I only hope that you never receive them, but if you do, it's up to you to finish what I started. Please, find justice.
Alright, I
for
guess I'll
Lily
boot up her save file for all her
and
video
me.
games and finish all her
I
games.
love you with all of my heart. Myra.
Signed, Myra. Moira.
I'm so sorry, Sebastian.
Bye, wife.
You've endured so much. All this time, all alone.
It's my fault. You tried to tell me. But I didn't believe you. And now I'm so messed up.
How does the bad guy get into people's
Talking to
brains around?
hallucination.
I mean, he just said I'm talking to an hallucination.
I failed you. I couldn't save Lily from the fire. I failed everyone.
Her eyes so
That's
light
not
and
true,
flowy.
Sebastian. There was no fire to save her from. You know this now.
But I couldn't protect her.
How could you? Mobius are a force of nature. What you're doing, it's like blaming yourself for an earthquake. It wasn't your fault.
His hair is very undulating.
You have to stop torturing yourself.
Well, his
You're
gun
a
just
good
shifted.
man, Sebastian. That's why I married you. And this time, you can save her.
Just don't look directly at his hair, you'll be fine.
There are too many forces against you. You have to stay strong. Don't let the past defeat you.
Jeez, why didn't you process your grief and guilt like this before?
I forgive you. And Lily will too.
Uri's Castle was definitely not a better game.
Is
Good
that
lord.
You forgive yourself.
Forgive yourself. She's right. She's always been right. Theodore uses my own guilt against me. But guilt for what? It's their fault, not mine. They took everything from me. I didn't start any of this. But I'm gonna finish it. And God help anybody that stands in my way.
Oh, someone's at the door. Can I see them from here, though? No one's home! No one's home! Alright, fine, I'll open the fucking door.
Wake up, Sebastian!
Yeah, I'm waking up. Achievement unlocked, spiritual awakening.
What? Hoffman? What happened?
She brought you here.
And then she
Sorry,
died.
Sebastian. I tried to save her, but
No. I shot her.
the
Like-
bullet wound was superficial. She died from injuries
Him-
sustained in a battle with those things.
Learning about how to process his guilt is an important part that has to happen. But it
She was a
happened at a
good
weird
soldier.
time, and it was disconnected from what all the events
Just wanted to
leading up
save
to it.
Lily. And now she's dead.
Makes it feel very unearned. Like that should have happened after a confrontation with Myra
Again.
as an enemy, then processing in your little dreamscape,
No,
connecting
Sebastian,
that to Theodore.
it's not your fault. Don't let him do this to you.
Also Mobius. It's Mobius' fault. It's all Mobius' fault.
You're right. That goddamn
They're
son
all
of
people in a
bitch.
machine.
This is what he wants. Trying to make me feel guilty. But he's the one who did this. Not me.
I'm glad
He's
you
the
finally
guilty.
realized that, Sebastian.
Okay. It's time to clean house. I've just gotta find Theodore.
That's not the problem. Destroying Liam's machine worked. Theodore's out there in the open now. The problem
you
is
know that?
getting to him.
What do you mean?
I picked this up on the exterior surveillance system cameras. Have a look. Theodore's stronghold appeared in the middle of Union. But it's surrounded by what looks like a massive wall of fire.
But it only looks like it.
Shit. I won't be able to get through it.
I think that there may be a way. I found a device in Liam's equipment room that should be able to help.
Well, I see that
Right.
shiny gun.
Let's see it.
It's not quite ready. I still have to do a few tweaks.
Okay. Go do what you have to do. I remember there being a hotel near there. I'll go check if it's safe, then send you the coordinates. You can meet me there with the device.
Okay, I'll see you soon.
Do you die RL when you die in Mobius? Oh yeah, of course. Of course. totally die in real life if you die in movies. So yeah. Like, our character has had an arc going for a little while, and it's like, it's clear he has to process his grief
Sure you didn't die for nothing.
and his guilt over what happened to his daughter.
Him down like the dog that he is.
Yeah. You said it, Sebastian. So, like, that was clearly where this was going to be going. But, like, that encounter with Theodore, at no point does it make sense for him to then process the grief and his guilt complex. Like, that just comes out of nowhere. So that is a little bit odd there. Gimme. Whole segment was nonsense. Like, it wasn't nonsense, but it was the, like, laziest version of what could have happened. Why would you listen to him at all? I don't really think he was considering what Theodore was saying. Is there anything else for me to pick up? Any more items? Any more candy? Any more treats? It really feels like the game was like, oh shit, we gotta get to, like, the end pretty soon. Scarlet Nexus really has broken your brain. Like, what happened had to have happened. Like, I'm not arguing that it was a bad scene, more that it was a bad time for that scene. Like, there was no connective tissue for why it happened then and there. Bottle, you're now 7. Flamethrower will be 8. Right, flamethrower. I almost forgot about you. Now, where am I in the map here? Medical syringe. Oh, I mean, conveniently it's there. I might as well grab it real fast. It was a contrivance. Yeah. Like, it was lazy writing is what it was. Like I said before, like, him having that realization and processing that should have happened after an encounter with Myra, not after just a random encounter with Theodore. Well, the thing about the Blood Swamp is, yes, he knows his daughter's going to be fake, but also, there's nowhere else to go. Like, you have to kind of go with what you got. I just would have preferred if he would have been saying anything along the lines of, I know she's not real, I just have no choice. And then I'd be done. Be like, oh good, that one incidental line of dialogue has removed my complaint. That's all it takes. Yeah, it gives you a reason to scream you're a meat puppet. You would prefer if he shot the obviously not real daughter? I mean, no father would ever take that chance. Like, just... that would be really unrealistic. Because what if Theodore really does dangle your daughter in front of you and then you shoot her? Like, you don't take that chance. Alright, I want to go back to my office, which is not this way. We know who had her earlier. Like, this is a fucking constantly shifting nightmare dreamscape. Theodore could have gotten her while we were wandering around. Again, like, that's a chance that I can't realistically see someone that cares about their daughter taking. I may or may not want to shoot this daughter for simile, but I 100% want to kill that guy. Oh yeah, you definitely want to kill that guy. Mirror? There you are. I hear you, kitty, I hear you. Hold on, let me get extra goo out of you. Even men that are bad at math probably think that way. Except... Alright, kitty, don't soft lock my game, please. I just want to get through this slide. Get my extra experience points out of it.
Kidman.
Yes, Sebastian? What are you thinking about?
Lily.
What you thinking about?
Everything that's happening in here is because of her. Everyone wants her. Like she's just some object to be owned. She's the real victim here. Poor thing doesn't know what it's like to live a normal life.
All these years with Mobius have probably destroyed her innocence.
How old is she?
Still a sweet little girl.
I hope so. Her youth was stolen from her. She didn't get a chance to go to school, to have friends. All the birthdays and holidays she missed. It's heartbreaking to think of what she's been through. Lily was always so precocious, so smart.
I'm not sure like how many
observant.
years pass
She
between
had this way
things.
of looking at you, where you knew that she understood you. Not just what you were saying, but what you were feeling too. I
I
always
don't
knew she
understand the
was special,
timeline of the first and second game.
but I thought it was just because she was my daughter.
Lily is special. She was found because of her off-the-chart scores on her standardized tests.
I keep referring to her in the past tense. It still
Can we
doesn't
put
seem
any
real to me
Mensa
that she's
candidate
alive.
into this machine?
And in here.
She is. But you've got to save her before you can start to rebuild your relationship. I'm here to help. Just let me know what I can do for you.
How's it going, Odin? Got 3 more slides? This man is not angry enough. In the first game, he was very angry. Alright, my bonus. Get me. Thank you. Alright. Nothing in my office except for a new little item. We got some machine parts. Only 500, though. The girl's age is really ambiguous. Yeah, I'm curious, like, what the timeline actually is. You need to find flamethrower tank. Alright, I'll try and find a flamethrower tank. Only had 1 pipe. Got 21 fucking, yeah. Might as well make those. I'd much rather make bullets. Oh my god, assault rifle cartridges are that cheap? I can make 36? Only make 7. God, we don't have that much of anything. We better find some bullets soon. Yeah, let's definitely prioritize making this do more damage. I could make this level 3. You looked it up for me? How old is Lily in the end of Evil Within 2? In a newspaper article, it was said that the event happened February 11th, 2012, and that she was the age of 5 when she died. So she was 5 in 2012. What years does this game take place? Oh, you said Evil Within 2. So she's 5 at the end of this game? Was she kidnapped when she was 1? I think the answer is don't think about it. Don't think about it, Morty. Yeah, isn't the first game 2014? I'm pretty sure. I'm like a 99% sure that's going to be. The answers don't think about it. I'd be curious if, like, a lot of times, like, there are more than one writer on a game.
Meeting like this, detective.
Those little, like, slide lines might not be by the same people that were, like, doing the primary plot. It's like, yes, no, she is very compatible with her machine. We tested her for that. May have been conflated into her standardized tests. Oh, a convenient time to find that. She's born July 2006. She died 2012 at the age of 5. Evil Within 1 takes place in 2014. 7. This one's 2017.
So she should be, like, around the age of 10. But they stole her when she was 5. Again, I like I'm saying, I'm pretty sure that standardized test was probably not what they were going for. That wouldn't make any sense. Alright, I have a few things I want here. Happy with this tree for now. Slow down time while firing. This could be a fun one. Green gel? Oh, 75,000? Jesus God, that's like all the gel in the universe. Oh, fuck that. Just doubling my health gauge is a lot cheaper. Guess I'll save up for another expensive one. Boo-doo-boo-boo. At this point, like, I might even alter that from lazy writing to when you're trying to tell a story sometimes, and it's like, yeah, we want to use her daughter. Like, that doesn't make any sense. You have a daughter in the first game. Don't fucking worry about it. Like, just don't think about it. It's a contrivance. It just has to exist in the background to allow this to be happening. And it's like, fine, whatever. Don't think about it. That'll be part of the suspension of disbelief. Yeah, weird that this line up with the game's release dates.
Theodore's been messing with my mind. Every time I see him, he uses my own nightmares against me.
That sounds like him. He's a master of neurolinguistic programming. And in here, the linguistic part becomes irrelevant. Why talk when you can get straight into your mind?
He almost had me. But I searched inside myself, and there was someone there. Someone who told me what I needed to do. I know I can take him on now.
Yes, I can see that you're ready.
How did you... Right.
The team psychologist.
So really my only, like, major complaint is we spent a lot of time with fucking Linguini, whatever his name was, the photographer. We spent a lot of time with him as a villain. Like, we encountered a lot of his art, we encountered a lot of him, we had dialogue with him, we had discussions. Like, he was properly built up over the course of, like, the first half of the game. And it's like, Stefano, thank you. It's like, okay, yeah, Stefano is a realized threat. We encounter him, we have a nice cathartic fight, we kill him, and he's dead. But Theodore, we only encountered him twice so far, and we're talking like he's been haunting us this entire game. I really feel like they missed the boat a little bit here. Like, we should have been encountering Theodore without knowing that we're encountering Theodore for a while. Like, we should have been going into, like, the hauntings from that ghost. Like, that should have had Theodore's hands all over it. And there should have been a lot more Theodore getting into our brain. That way Theodore actually feels like a threat at this point and not like just a guy we met that's now suddenly important. Like, it really feels like we didn't spend enough time to warrant what's going on with Theodore right now.
Esmeralda might have lived if she didn't try to save me.
Don't feel guilty. We talked while I tried to save her. She told me about the plan. She wanted it to succeed. She made the decision to get you. She knew the risks and did what she thought was right. She said that she owed you.
Owed me?
He's been in here the whole time.
We just met.
Esmeralda is the operative who took Lily from your home and burned it down.
Oh, no wonder you killed her.
That's why she joined Myra.
Can't have us have an interesting dialogue about that with her. Gotta kill her off first.
She didn't have a choice at the time. And she did everything she could to make it right.
I can't hate her. She sacrificed herself for the plan.
The plan.
She made her amends.
Yeah, like, it feels like you killed the first boss, second boss appears. Like, I get it. You have a cool villain in Stefano, you want to use your cool villain in Stefano. And so you do. But it feels like they wanted to have their cake and eat it too. Like, Stefano just should have been Theodore the entire time. Or, like, it should have been Theodore the entire time. Stefano is this underling who shows up from time to time to mess with you. And you get your one-up on him first before you move on. You feel like kidnapped child plots are all overdone? Like, I don't really ever care if a plot point or a theme or something is commonly used. I don't care. Like, that doesn't bother me. I care about how it's executed. Like, there are people that are like, oh, there's too many zombie movies. Like, no. Like, there are too many not good zombie movies. Like, don't blame something being popular for dismissing anything. Is my way of thinking. I'm sorry. I'm sleepy now. So I'm going to start not making as much sense. I didn't have enough caffeine today. Put me in control of Doomslayer, and I feel like I'll work towards question resolution at an appropriate pace and tone. Alright. Chapter 13. Make your way through the remains of Union to reach... So we gotta go through the Marrow. Which is a computer somewhere. Were we not going through the Marrow? We going this way? Oh no, there's computer. Whoa, almost went the wrong way. Oh, don't get me wrong, MacLeod. Like, I think they appropriately foreshadowed that a character existed.
Anybody hear me out there?
How do I answer my phone? There we go.
Sykes? You're still in here? Are you okay?
Sebastian, just the man I was looking for. But I'm okay, but I could really use your help back here. It'll be worth your while.
Oh. I should probably go to his safe room and see what's going on.
He's by the theater, which is, I think, where we are right now, right? So, like, I don't mind that element, MacLeod, and, like, I thought they foreshadowed the existence of Theodore. I just feel like they didn't have the time after that to flesh out Theodore. It seems like we just had to rush through Acts 1, 2, and 3 of Part 2 really fast. And that's where my complaint is coming up. Like, we're acting like Theodore's been a thorn in our side this entire time, but we barely know him. We barely met him. We spent way more time learning about and hunting Stefano. And I just feel like how much of time we had with both should have been fluked. We should have had way more time with Theodore, and Stefano could have been like this annoying thorn in our side that haunted us for a while until we finally get him. But instead, it's way more point 1, point 2, like A, B. Like, oh, we gotta get to Stefano. Oh, Stefano didn't have our daughter after all. Oh, this guy has him. Like, they should have been more in concert. Alright, I think yeah. Sykes Safe House, Stronghold. Oh, both parts are here. I'm honestly surprised. I thought he was back in Chunk 1 of Union, but I guess we did get rid of the character that was hanging out there. Don't have to go there anymore. Oh, that's nice. Someone put a bunch of garbage here for me. Sykes is definitely going to have some tanks for me, I bet. Like, Theodore could have been an interesting villain, but they didn't spend the time with him. Like, he could have been a nice cult of personality. We could have built him up for a while, and it could have been pretty interesting. But instead, he just kind of shows up. We even had opportunities for it. We had a character in the very first hour of the game, a preacher in a church who just, like, exploded into light and became a monster. And, like, we now know that's how Theodore does things, but we only know that because I died to one of his attacks. Like, we could have had more of his symbol showing up, more people talking about, like, occults.
That looks like a fun place.
What's going on in there, Sebastian? STEM is going crazy. It seems like it's becoming even more destabilized.
You don't know the half of it.
I take it you had something
Yeah,
to do with
both games are messes in their own way.
If I didn't have to, Kidman. I'm gonna finish this once and for all. I'm gonna save Lily. And I have all the tools I need this time.
Good luck,
Do
Sebastian.
you?
And keep me posted, okay? It's important that I know what's going on in there so that I can help you again. You get me?
I do. I'll be in touch.
I'll be in touch. Yeah, like it would have been neat if there were... Like this! This right here would have been cool to have earlier in the game, you know? Like, someone like that flamethrower man purging those who do not heed his call. And we could have been like, ooh, what's going on with that? That's interesting. I wonder what that means. It kind of, like, to go back to Resident Evil Village for a second. Village had, like, a really strong Act 1, and then Act 2 and 3 were really tiny. And then Act 4 was nice and beefy again. Like, this feels like Act 2 or 3 of Village, where it's like, I wish they would have spent more time here if it was going to be such an important part. Oh, he left the goo behind. Kind of him. Can I stealth kill Mr. Flamethrower? But now I get to play the game again, and it's not like 1,000 cutscenes. So I'm less complainy. Let's check out our new gun. Where'd you go, Captain Hot Pants? Yeah, I'm very curious if we could, like, stealth kill this guy, because he was a mini-boss before. Oh, thank God we can. Oh, but he survives. I gotta go. No, I gotta go. I'm busy. Can I stealth take him down a second time? Is it 2 stealth takedowns for a proper kill? For Flamethrower friend? Come one with the bushes. Come on, run. Do your run. Or fine, don't. I'm gonna find out. Like, can we just repeatedly stealth until, like, he doesn't get back up? Is that an option? Like, how much liver does he have left at this point?
3 times. It takes 3 times. Could I have done that to the other guy? Hey, flamethrower fuel tank. There we go.
Just the component I need. Almost there.
Ooh, is that a big fleshy mound, man? I would hope they expect me to do it, because there is a lot of stealth mechanics in the game. I just wish there was, like, a tell. It always feels weird if there's, like, no direct information informing you of whether or not what you did had any impact. Like, I think good design is giving the player as much feedback as they will possibly need for whatever they do. Yeah, Sekiro dots. Sekiro dots made a lot of sense for what they were doing. What would have been a cool idea, MacLeod? I don't think I'm gonna make bullets for this gun anymore. Good lord. Like Giant Blob Man, you could take Giant Blob Man down in 1 stealth attack, but a lady with a knife takes 2 stealth attacks, and a person with a flamethrower takes 3 stealth attacks. It just all strikes me as very arbitrary. Thank you, Cork. It was. I'm proud of it. Okay, big guy. The villain was simply someone suffering from dissociative identity disorder. That's a tricky path to go down. I tend not to be a big fan of villains that are just a diagnosis. Like, folks with mental disorders are stigmatized as it is. Like, sociopathy and psychopathy, those are okay, because most of our CEOs and politicians are sociopaths. But, like, it always bugs me when it's like, oh, yes, they suffer from schizophrenia. That's why they were so violent. It's like, in reality, if someone suffers from, like, DID or schizophrenia or any number of disorders, they're more likely to be the victims of violence than the ones perpetuating violence. That's why you say villain in air quotes and not villain. Like, I know what you mean, but I do not have faith in a video game to tell the kind of nuanced story required for that. Yeah, suffers from being a prick is good for villain.